Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about Crypto.com, CRO and Bitcoin as well. But also in this video, my price target for this bull market has totally changed. But I'll get into that in just a little while. But before I start, give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. It costs you absolutely nothing to do that. So I hope everybody is excited and bullish because so far, Q4 of 2024 is looking bullish. And also we've got 2025 not only just around the corner, and that is also looking bullish as well. It looks like we really have got some exciting times ahead. But one of the coins I'm really excited about is this one here. It's Crypto.com's native token CRO. CRO, in my opinion, is going to make big moves. It's starting to make moves now. But why do I think it's going to start to make big moves? I've covered this in previous videos. As we know, we've got a new roadmap out now, and they'll be covering stocks, banking, carding, and also further into crypto as well. And we're getting more licenses. And I'm really hoping with Crypto.com, they can get into Hong Kong as well. We know they're going to be spreading their wings in the United States of America, which is going to be fantastic for Crypto.com, but also the Crow fam out there, because hopefully CRO is going to make some waves in the United States of America. And also we've got quarterly burns as well. I'm waiting to know more about that when that comes out from the Kronos Chain. So that's really other exciting news, because it's all bullish for the CRO coin. And also now we've got the CEO of Crypto.com also talking about CRO again. So exciting times ahead, and hopefully me, you are going to make a lot of money, hopefully, in this bull market. But I always say, always have a plan. Because at the end of the day, we do not know where the top is of the bull market. So always have a plan, have an area where you want to start taking profits. But I'll get into where I think CRO is going to go to. But nothing's ever guaranteed. And nothing I say on here is financial advice. But look at this. It's like I said, we've got the stocks, banking, carding, and crypto going up. But also, I'm watching very carefully. It's on the Kronos Chain. A lot of the projects that are building on the Kronos Chain, a lot of the memes on there as well, because on the 6 hour we can see here a lot of price movement is happening, and Mary is starting to make some moves as well. And we can see Mary at the moment is broken out of that descending wedge, and the trajectory at the moment is following up. I think we're going to get to all-time high, and it's not going to take very long at all. Like I said, if it gets listed on Crypto.com, this is going to be flying up to the upside. And so far, the trajectory here is pushing up to the upside. So, yeah, but looking at CRO at the moment, we're sort of down at the moment by 5.78. But don't forget, we have made some big moves to the upside. So, obviously, I always say this. You get big moves to the upside, you will get pullbacks as well. And they'll be quite aggressive as well. But overall, CRO is looking good. Volume at the moment is 104.85 million. We're slightly down at the moment, but like I said, we're at the weekend. Don't forget, volume in the whole, potentially in the crypto market, tends to drop down. But I think that's going to change. I think the volume at the weekend is starting to gradually change. And I think when retail start coming back, I think retail will be trading at the weekends, because a lot of people who work have weekends off, so they'll be doing a lot of trading. I think the volatility for the weekends is going to change sooner rather than later, in my opinion. But also the bullishness hasn't really changed more, still 86 to 14%. But what I'm really excited about at the moment, we can see on the daily, we can see here, we absolutely came down this falling wedge here. It was all a massive downtrend. Sentiment was just out the wall of disappointment, and are we going to go back down to 5 cents? And then suddenly we broke out of the falling wedge up to the upside as well. And the momentum wave is becoming more aggressive to the upside as well. So yeah, we've got above now that 10 pence, and we're holding that as an area of support. We have got resistance around here, around about 11.5 pence, and then further up at 12.5 pence. So we have got a bit of resistance up here, but it's more bearish resistance there. So hopefully the bulls have got more room to make moves to the upside. And it comes here where it's sort of getting 50-50 around about 12.5 pence. But overall, we've got the 2 green dots on the cipher B, which is indicating bullish moves further to the upside. So on the daily, we've also got the 200, 20 and 50 EMA. And the red here is the 200 EMA. And we smashed through that. We gathered the basically holding that area now. We've got above it, which I was really wanting to see. But also, we've got the green here, which is the 20 EMA and the 50 EMA, which is like the amberish kind of colour. And we're starting to cross over on that. And now we can see when that happened before, we can see here, the same thing happened here. The green crossed over the orange, which is basically the 50 EMA. And then that's when we made that massive move to the upside. And it's playing out again. But what I want to see is that to cross over, push up and maintain the 200 EMA like we just did here. We maintained that 200 EMA, then obviously we came back down and lost it. But we've recaptured that again, because obviously we've seen a lot of bullish news coming out in terms of the whole crypto space, but also with CRO as well. We've got a lot of bullish news, which has brought the sentiment back up, and it's starting to get people thinking, right, okay, this is real. Hopefully this is real now. Let's start buying more CRO. And we know with crypto.com, they do have institutional investors within their ecosystem. And no doubt, I won't be surprised that some of those institutional investors are buying CRO coin as well. So we've got a lot of interesting happening in terms of crypto.com. So also the charts now technically are starting to become more and more bullish as we go along. And also, like I said, in terms of fundamentals on the Kronos chain with the burns and all the building of AI, and also crypto.com with their new roadmap is also bringing more bullish sentiment into the CRO. And well done to the people who have held CRO through all the crazy and scary times, and you've held through it. And hopefully we're going to get light at the end of the tunnel. We're starting to get that light coming now from the end of the tunnel. And all I can see is potentially further moves to the upside. But like I said on every video, you can get these big moves to the upside, but don't forget, you can get pullbacks as well. So you just got to bear one of those ones in mind. But for me personally, these pullbacks that we have are DCAing opportunities. And the pullback that we had down here on this falling wedge was a DCAing opportunity. And I mentioned in videos that I have been buying. And there were certain points where I didn't, because obviously you need money to buy. And I had that little stint where I went offline for a little while and concentrate more on my business, and was able to put more money into CRO, which was hopefully is going to be playing out to the upside. And why do I think CRO is going to go to in this bull market? I did say in a previous video, $1 to $2. That's where I was thinking. And then we had the roadmap, didn't we, that came out, which totally changed my whole perspective of crypto.com and the Kronos chain as well. It made me even more bullish, and it made me think, well, when Chris mentioned about the stock markets, and when crypto goes into bear markets, and you've got crypto.com and they're going into stocks now, which don't tend to, unless you get some sort of black swan event, don't tend to really go into bear markets as such. So they're going to bring extra revenue in as well, which I really do think is going to be really good for the CRO token. And I really think we're going to make some big moves. And as I said, my sentiment has changed. It's changed from that $1 mark. That $1 was always fixated for a long time in my mind. And now with what Chris, the CEO of crypto.com, the crypto.com team and the Kronos team are doing, it's made me really think here that could we actually get to that $3 or 3.3, in price action, which is a 31x from where we are now. I don't think it's impossible. I really don't think. I think we could be on target. So let's have a quick look. So if you just hold it, if you hold in like 100,000 CRO coins, that's 10,000, that's going to be worth around about 337k. So that is a heck of a lot. Now, if you hold 600,000, that's going to be worth around about that 2 million kind of mark. So I think my price target really is around about that $3 mark. That's where I think CRO is going to go to. And that is purely on the basis because of all the fundamentals that are happening on Kronos Chain, Kronos ecosystem, and crypto.com as well. And what they're doing on crypto.com over the rest of this Q4 and into 2025 is mega bullish in my opinion. And I really do think watch out BNB, because CRO is certainly going to turn the tables in my opinion. And and I will say this now, even when we feel like we're coming up to that cycle high, I am not selling. I will take profits, but I am definitely not selling all my CRO. because I see what they're doing now. It's totally changed my perspective of Crypto.com and a CRO token. So I will take profit, obviously, because, you know, you got to pay bills and whatever. But then I also wanted to take profit as well, when we do come back down, and I could buy more into CRO. And I do hold my ICY debit card. I will never get rid of that. Will I upgrade? I don't know, depending. But I'm never going to get rid of my ICY because I've got stake CRO on there as well. And, you know, I get CRO every time I spend my money in shopping and such like. So, yeah, it's really exciting times ahead for CRO. And that's where I think we're going to go to. I think we're going to go to $3. Let me know in the comments below, where do you think CRO is going to go to? So let's check out what Bitcoin and the crypto market are doing at the moment. So we can see the market cap of the crypto market at the moment is sitting at a whopping $2.61 trillion. 24-hour volume is 126 billion in 24-hour volume. Yeah, so overall, Bitcoin's looking at 76,500. But what I want to point out as well, Ethereum. I haven't really touched on Ethereum very much, but Ethereum is starting to get inflows coming in, which is really, really bullish. We want to see this for Ethereum because obviously Ethereum is at the moment is the king of the altcoins, and as that keeps going up, that is going to be great for our alts as well. But going on to Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin Archive has just in Bitcoin ETFs bought 2.3 billion of Bitcoin in the last 3 days. So as we see, when a lot of retail have been fearful in the past, institutions, whales have just been buying and buying, and we can see this here now. Look at that whopping inflow that's come in, and previous 621 and over $1 billion worth have been coming in there, and then obviously we've got 293 million that came in on the 8th of November. So we can see we had a little lull there, came out, but between the 1st, the 4th, and the 5th. But after that, it's just really big inflows coming in from like BlackRock. We can see on the heat map as well, we've got a lot of short liquidity up here around about that 77,350. We have got liquidity down here, but so far the biggest liquidity is to the upside. So hopefully at the weekend we're going to make some big moves. But don't forget, you know, in terms of liquidity, it does dry up a little bit over the weekend, so we could get quite big moves to the upside or the downside. But looks like we could well end up moving to the upside over this weekend. And looking at this, Q4 average turns 83.16. So far, we're sitting at around about 20.65 on that one. And then we can see November at the moment is sitting at 8.93. Are we going to get a really bullish December? I really do hope so, because that's going to be great for Christmas presents and that. But yeah, overall, October's look great. November's even looking better, and we're only at the beginning of November as well. And then we've got December as well, which is always bullish as well. So we could have a look at the Bitcoin chart. At the moment, we came out of that bull flag we saw here, chopping around. We broke out of that. Trajectory has just been to the upside at the moment. So it's all looking bullish at the moment. We're holding up at 76,000 currently at 525. We've got an area of support around here, around about that, just over $68,000. And then we've got further support down here at $60,000. But hopefully we don't come back down here. So we've got a lot of support down here. We could come up and retest here and then make our way further on up to the upside. But don't forget, same with Bitcoin, same as crypto, you get big moves to the upside, you can get pullbacks as well. And we can see here we've got money flow that's trickling in, which is also good to see. Momentum wave is also showing that we've got more towards to the upside. And then if we come out of this one here, and we can put it, and we've got the momentum trend is your friend to the upside. We can see here the trend is moving up. We've got a strong buy signal here, pushing up to the upside as well. So that's looking even more bullish. But we can have a quick look here as well. We're well above the 200 EMA. We're also well above the 50, and was following up by the 20 EMA. And the trajectory is strongly pushing us up to the upside. So all the momentum is all to the upside at the moment. The bullish moves are to the upside. And like I said, so far, it doesn't look like we're going to get any kind of big pullbacks at the moment. I think the sentiment is really bullish, especially after the election. And do you know something? Retail aren't even back yet. That's the bullish thing. Retail are not even back. I do think if we start getting above 80,000, above that, I think that will start to bring more interest from retail to come in, which is going to be great for the crypto, because what you tend to find with a lot of retail, you know, they're not going to be buying Bitcoin as such. they're going to be coming to the altcoins. They'll be coming to the layer 1s, the layer 2s, the meme coins. That's where they're going because they know that's where the money is going to be. So overall, the sentiment is bullish for crypto.com, the CRO coin, and crypto, and the Bitcoin market. And like I said in the video, my price target for CRO is up to around about that $3 mark. So yeah, so before us finish, give us a like and give us a subscribe. Your support is always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.